Well, hello, and how are y'all doing? I am all right. I'm just here at the house, a little tired. I was out in this heat today, and let me tell you, it was hot. But today's video is going to be a reaction video. I think I'm going to make this. Ooh, excuse me. I think I'm going to make this into a series, um, because I always got some shit to say about people and the shit that they're doing that's vastly incorrect. Um, and that's exactly what this video is going to be today. Me telling a video about how someone's doing something that's vastly incorrect. Now, I watched a video the other day about this guy reading out his poem, right? Now, before I get into the whole video about me and this poem and how I was listening to it and all this other stuff, before I even clicked on his channel, I looked at the icon on YouTube of this individual. I knew that there was something off, something wrong with this guy. I was looking at my ceiling, but I just knew that there was something wrong about this guy because um, the physical attributes with this individual let me know that there was a demon involved. I can tell when it comes to like the under the eyes, the actual eyes, the skin, the hair, stuff like that. Um, you can tell. For me, I can tell typically under the eyes, they're like dark. It looks like the individual might look like they haven't been sleeping, but they're very well rested, right? Um, the skin might be a little dull, the hair might be a little dull, right? It might look a little off, right? Typically, you might see these telltale signs when demons are siphoning energy from an individual, or the preludes to when the demon is going to start possessing an individual, right? Um, so I saw this individual before I even clicked on his channel, right? So when I saw this, I was like, let me go to his channel because there's something wrong and I need to see exactly what the fuck is going on with him, right? So I'm going through his channel and I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on here. So there's one video that popped out and it was like some poem where he was talking about how he was having relations with this woman. And I'm like, okay, I guess he likes this woman or whatever. And he's like, it's like very graphic. Like he's like, with thrusting and licking and graphic, right? And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable listening to this. Like telling myself, like, I don't really feel comfortable because it is so graphic and so intimate. I'm just like, I feel like that's a very personal poem that should be with him and this woman, right? Um, as he's reading it, I get a vision of him and this woman doing the nasties. And I see him and this woman in this room that's kind of dark, but the walls have like this gold to it. It's like and there's like some kind of like painting or something behind this like couch thing that they're doing the nasties on. And there's like these like lamp things on each side of the couch, and I see them like he's like rubbing on her body, and then like he's like kissing all over her, but it's like a one-sided um, sexual transaction, if you will. Like he's like kissing on her, and he's like doing stuff to her, but she's just kind of like laying back, like, yeah, what do you like about my body? Like it was weird watching, right? So as they're doing their nasties and all that stuff, he gets up and then he kind of walks off. And she just kind of looks at me. Mind you, the video's still playing as I'm still getting this whole vision and I see everything. So he kind of gets up and he kind of walks off. And as they did the whole nasty, she was wearing this robe that was kind of like a greenish, brownish color. And it had like a gold trim, and she kind of took her robe and she kind of went like this and covered herself real quick. But she had like a gold bangles, gold crown, and she had gold. It was got gold in a lot of places. I forgot where else she had gold on her body. But she's like, she kind of looked at me. She looked dead at me after the guy walked away, and she's like, "Do you think I'm like sexy? Do you want to like touch on my body?" She said shit like that, and I was like, I don't quite understand what you're saying. And she kind of pulled her robe back, and then she's like touching all over herself, and she's like, don't you want to come touch me? And I was like, ma'am, what's actually going on? So it needs to be stated that as she's talking, her voice, it like had like this sort of soothing property to it, right? It kind of calmed me in a sense. And I felt like I had to go to sleep, right? That immediately let me know that she was a demon, right? Um, of course, I knew that she was a demon the second I saw her because, you know, the gold. Now, mind you, there's angels that wear gold, but angels aren't going around doing the nasties with humans like that unless they're fallen. Come on now. But she was doing the nasties with this guy, and she was wearing all this gold, which to me let me know that she's indicative of either a fallen angel or just a very powerful sex demon, right? And then as she's talking to me, and she's talking about how sex is good, sex is okay, you should have sex, and don't you think I'm sexy? Don't you want to have sex with me? And I'm just like, oh no, so you're an actual sex demon. And she's like, oh no, I'm not a sex demon. I'm not a demon. I'm like, then what are you? She want to answer me. And I was getting ready to fight her because I was like, why'd you even pull me into this realm? Like, why? So, um, I saw that she was a part of a pantheon. I couldn't tell which one, but she was a part of a pantheon. Um, but she was a sex demon because like her words were very soothing, and like the way she was saying was very soothing. And it's like, here's the thing that I didn't say earlier. So when I first saw her and we both like locked eyes after the homeboy got up and he kind of walked off, her eyes were kind of like they were changing colors. Like it would change from blue to green to hazel to black to yellow, and it wasn't like change. It was like change, 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 right? And her hair, it's like the crown was here, right? And it kind of came up a little bit, and then she had like a hairstyle that kind of came up here, but then like she had hair that was like flowing all the way down, and like as she's laying on a couch, she had her arms back, and her hair was kind of like flowing like it was in the water, and I had to pull myself out of that because she really wanted me to do nasties with her. And I could tell, so I was doing a little investigation when I was in that realm that she had a tether to that guy. That's why I could see him doing nasties with her, because I was like, what the fuck is actually going on with this poem? So he was saying that poem to her. She was the one that the poem was for, right? But he looks so tired because he has multiple tethers to multiple deities in that pantheon that she's a part of. So what I'm trying to say is, don't have sex with demons. Don't have sex with anyone in the spirit world. He has a video where he's like, oh, you should have sex with different gods and goddesses and all that. It's good. It's not. Don't do it. You shouldn't. It's not a good thing. There's a lot of bad things that can come from it, from going crazy, losing your mind, getting an STD, um, siphoning your energy, siphoning your life force. It's not something that I recommend. It might sound cool, it might sound peachy, they might allure you, and trust me, if you ever talk to a demon like this individual like I talked to, you will be hypnotized. You will be in a sort of trance of, well, I feel like I could just one time would be okay. No, even one time is too many times. Sex creates a tether, and a tether is a very strong bond. So I don't recommend it. But that is my video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Yeah, have a wonderful day. Be safe. Do not have sex with demons. Peace out.